Modified main event, $1,500 to win. Modified racing, let's go through the starting lineup. Part of the B-Main Bomber Group. The number 97 starting dead last. Chad Burns, and two Chads next to Chad Burns will be the number 98. That is Dale Underwood. The 14, that is piloted by Chase Alves. And the number 10 machine of Jesse Gordon. The number 77 of Kenny Kirkpatrick. And then in front of them, the 45, that is J.R. Stout. And to J.R.'s technical inside will be the number 93, who made a quick work of that B-Main, of Kyle Morris. Now we're into our feature qualifiers from the heat races. The number 29 of Charles Becker. The number 33A of Billy Wormspecker. The 75 from Arizona, Chaz Baca. And then we got the 38 from my hometown, Santa Clarita. 38 of Dennis Eckert, who normally races at Ventura Raceway. The number 44, that is Billy Griffin, I apologize for the microphone. Then we got the number 5 of Brenda Kirby starting to the outside of the number 67 of Brandon Becker. Stephen Fangmeyer starts on the outside in his number 50 to Josh Votes. Number 25, this is the fourth row. Third row has the number 23 of Mitchell Naimi. Into Mitchell's inside, the number 5K, Mike Kirby. Row 2 has the number 28P of John Piker. And to his inside, another Arizona driver. That is the number 45, driven by Ryan Roth. And our front row, as we get ready to go 30 laps for this $1,500 to win modified feature. On the front row has the number 33D of PJ Dyke and the 55 of Jim Rook, bringing the field to the green. Three wide up front, battles going on. Rook slipping back, Piker getting the bad end of that deal. Stuck on the outside. Ryan Rook into the wall and hangs on to it. PJ Dyke's going to lead lap number 1. Battle for the second spot. Oh, and trouble over in turn number 1. Rook again loses control and spins it out. If he can get that fired back up, which I doubt he will, we will see a yellow on lap number 1. PJ Dyke, your early leader. Roth lost a spot there. So we're one down, 29 laps to go. We're still trying to figure out who, well, at least the drivers are trying to figure out. The scoreboard clearly shows that the 5 of Kirby should be in the second spot, but Ryan Roth is parking it in the second spot here. Peoria, Arizona is where the Roth driver towed from. Chase Alves, another driver from Peoria, Arizona. He's in the tail of the field, the number 14 right here. And Mesa, Arizona's Chaz Baca, the 75. We get back to racing. Restart, lap number 1, back to green. Side by side up front for the lead, move the 45 of Roth into the spot, but makes some contact with the 33D of Dyke. That will put the number 5 of Kirby into the lead out of turn number 4. John Piker 4th, Vogt 5th. up the track. He's parked on the high side of turn number 3. I'm looking on the wall. It didn't look like he hit anything. But maybe something in the power plant expired. The way that he dropped that window net. So Dale Underwood bringing out the caution lap number 4. Oh, we've got another issue though. I just missed this one. So maybe we found why the caution came out. The 45 also, J.R. Stout. He fires on the back straightaway. Of 30, 26 to go. We have Kirby in the lead, Roth in second, third, John Piker, fourth, PJ Dyke in fifth, the 25V of Josh Vogt. We go back to green. Roth putting the 45 to the inside, but Kirby with a run out of turn number 2. Yemi in the 23. Starting to close in on 5th place, Josh Vogt. Bangmeyer closing in on 67 of Brandon Becker. Battle for 5th. Down the back straightaway. Vogt holds off the charge from the 23. With his number 75 working that outside, getting by Becker in the 67. So Baca wants to get up into this top 5. So if there's another caution, he can leapfrog, try to get to that lead. But way out in front, the number 5 of Mike Kirby is checking out. Here he comes across the start-finish line. Here's the battle for the second spot. Piker and Roth. That's second, third, and fourth on the screen. Well, Dyke up the track and into the wall a little bit. That will allow Vogt to his inside. Vogt up to fourth. Back here, a little bit of stack up. Over in turn number 2, perfect line by the 50 of Fangmeyer. Avoids contact and moves up into the top 6. We got a big swarm of modifieds back here. That's from 10th on back here. Oh, but the yellow is flying. For the 10 of Jesse Gordon on the infield, stalled out. As our top 5, since the last caution, hasn't really changed too much. Kirby out into the lead. Roth in second. Third, Piker. Fourth, Vogt in fifth. The 33 of Dyke. Kirby again with a great start. Vogt trying to work on third now from John Piker. High and low, trying to find some grip to get by Piker. He's now back to the inside going into turn number 3. Battle for the third spot. Piker goes wide, and Vogt takes third. Through turns number 3 and 4. But now Piker back on the inside. This track's got a lot of grip, and you just got to pick your a shot towards the turn 3 wall there for a second. He keeps his foot on the gas and still battling for third. This is the best battle to watch on the track right now. Piker sees the 25 of Vogt up high. You gotta wonder, yellow flies. Jim Rook up against the wall. In turn number 4, I was just gonna say, you wonder if Piker sees Vogt with that high side momentum. But I tell you what though, and now we're arguing for who's in third, is actually Piker on the scoreboard in third. And Vogt's trying to argue otherwise. But you gotta wonder, as Piker's seeing Vogt with that high side momentum, Piker's getting a great run out of turn 2 on the low side. So it's definitely where you can put your car. I know Vogt's not letting Piker use that high side. And now Vogt is on the scoreboard in third. So they've figured that one out. So an interesting race so far, as Vogt has been slowly trying to get his way from 5th up to your lead. Kirby with a fast 5K machine tonight. To try this one again, 14 down, almost halfway. Here we go. Kirby, Roth, Vogt now in third, Piker 4th and 5th, Chad Bacca. Vogt up high, slips back a little bit, almost by a nose, still battling for third. Watching back here, we got the 44 and the 33D. PJ Dyke and the 44 of Billy Griffin duking it out. Battling for third though, and Bacca is going to close in on this battle. Here he comes in the number 75, so Bacca into the 5th spot, trying to go for 4th now to the inside of Piker. Fangmeyer might have caught the wall a little bit in turn 4, or in turn number 3 with his 50 machine, and this is the battle up here for third. Niemi in the 23 and the 33D of Dyke also battling. Still a great battle for third now with Bacca in the mix. Look at Vogt with that run down out of turn number 2. He snags that inside groove now that Piker's been running. So see if he can get some speed to close in on Roth. Bacca in the 75 now trying to work on Piker. Bacca running that high side that we saw Vogt using for a few laps now. Piker's gonna throw it in and lose control. Threw it way too hard. Looks like there's oil on the racetrack. A lot of cars slipping. You can see the fluid line up the track. So Piker, the first one to hit that slick spot. Look at Kirby, your leader, seems to have been the issue. He was so far out in front. And Mike Kirby done in the infield. And everybody behind who used that high side slid up the track in his fluid. Lap number 19, Mike Kirby done. You're looking under the hood. He's throwing his helmet off. Whether it be an oil line or coolant or whatever the case may be, falls out and DNFs with just 11 laps to go. That'll put Ryan Roth into the lead. Arizona's Ryan Roth. And the thing that we all kind of noticed, I thought Piker just blew it in too hard, but no, he started waving his hand, warning everybody. Everybody started slipping up that track. No major incident to the wall, luckily. But Mike Kirby, the fastest man on the property on the modifieds, it seemed tonight. The car just did not hold up in that one. All right. So with Kirby's issue, that'll put Roth up front. Second spot, Josh Vogt. Third spot, John Piker. Fourth, Chaz Baca. And the 44 and fifth of Billy Griffin. We go back to the green flag. 12 laps to go. Baca already putting a 75 up high. Working that high side down on the back straightaway to the outside of Piker. So far, everybody looks to be getting through turn number 3 and 4 just fine. Ryan Roth from Arizona trying to hold off Vogt to win $1,500 to bring back to Arizona. That'll pay for the travel, I feel. Or at least some of it. Who knows what the hotel expenses and everything else were. But here comes Vogt. He's got something to say of it. 3 wide for third. PJ Dyke with a run as well. 4 cars battling for third. Up to the third spot. Piker in fourth now. Griffin still working on PJ Dyke. And really nothing changing up front. Baca, the man to show right now. He came from deep in this field and working that high side into the third spot. Now trying for the second spot. Second and third on the screen, Vogt and Baca. With 7 laps to go. They're trying everything they can, both of these second and third place drivers, to gain time on the 45 of Ryan Roth, who has figured out something down low. Battle here, 3 wide for fourth. Piker up the track, Dyke to his inside. Now move the 44 of Griffin up to fourth. He's been on a steady charge to the front. Your top 2 on the screen, Vogt working that high groove. Roth down low. And around the number 50, of Fangmeyer bringing out the caution with, I believe, 5 laps to go. Stephen Fangmeyer, Bam Bam, going for a ride. And turn number 4 spins it out to bring out a caution with, I correct myself. They reverted back. So it'll be 6 to go at the stripe. When we go back to racing, Bam Bam needing a push, some assistance over in the corner. He might be having some issues. If he is, he's falling out of 5th place. Billy Griffin, 5th place driver, the number 44, who's been climbing his way up to the front, is parking it on the infield. Not too sure as to why. Not sure what's going on with Griffin's number 44 machine. As we see Fangmeyer actually getting get the hook off the truck. Fangmeyer was holding steady there in mid-pack. All right, lights out. 1 to go from the flag stand. 6 laps remaining. On our Race FedEx coverage question, most of you picked Josh Vogt. He's in the second spot. He's got one more car to go to win the big money. Ryan Roth is going to do everything he possibly can to keep that 25V behind. He knows he's behind him. I'm sure he's just trying to guess the line that the 25 is in or isn't. Here we go, back to the green, 6 laps to go. Baca up high again, Vogt down low. Top 4 on the screen. As we got a spinner around in turn number 4, that'll bring out, or turn number 2, I should say, that'll bring out a caution. 45 of J.R. Stout putting on a death show over on the apron. So, again, restart with 6 to go. All right, here we go. Back to racing. 6 laps to go on this restart. Piker's already claiming that high side. We go back to green. Back it down low. Vogt up high. 4 cars on the screen. Battling to try to close in on that 45. Down the back straightaway. Baca up into the second spot. They are trying to get by Roth in the 45. But the yellow flies for Becker around the 67 in turn number 2. So turn 2 has been our problem child. Brandon Becker from Yucaipa spins it out. How about the 33D of PJ Dyke now in the infield? Your 5th place runner. Tires are aired up. 33D looks to be done for the night. That'll put the 33A of Billy Wormsbecker into 5th. Alrighty, lights out. I just noticed this track kind of does something that a few of the tracks that we go to do. They don't really shut off the lights and give the one to go until the flagman blinks the lights a little bit. Here we go for the restart. 3rd attempt at 6 laps to go. Restart lap 24. Baca again runs out of high side. Niemi and the 33A of Wormsbecker battling for 5th. Baca with that run down the back straightaway to the inside of Vogt for the 2nd spot. They're nose to tail for 2nd and 3rd. At least they were in turn 3. Battle for the 2nd spot continues on. Vogt with that run out of turn number 2 puts him back in the 2nd spot. Baca down low. Roth holding down that inside groove. 4 laps to go. Top 3 on the screen. Vogt up the wall a little bit, climbing it. Baca in the 2nd spot. 2 Arizona drivers battling it out. Vogt back on the inside. He's going to try to do his fly job in front of Baca. Baca's going to say, okay, let me shoot to the inside. Awesome battle here for the 2nd spot. As we have 2 to go at the stripe. Oh, contact. Baca spins the 25 of Vogt around in turn number 2 with 2 laps to go. No caution until now. So Vogt and Baca making contact. And I think we're going to see a little retaliation there. Or at least a hand gesture. Vogt has already dropped the window net. He says he's done for the night. So all it took was just a slightest contact on Vogt from Baca and they were hanging it out so much. That's all it took for the spin. I think Vogt realized he just pitted or put himself on the wrong pit. But you can see the frustration for Vogt. I would not want to be in that pit area right now. Josh Vogt, not a happy camper. He's so mad. He's going behind the speaker. Both stack up at the start. Big impact. JD Stout hitting the back of Becker. I would imagine that's going to bring out a caution. Possibly, no. Battle for the lead down the backstretch, and we're still... No, we're not. I knew that was going to happen. So stack up at the start, people anticipating the restart caused this 29 machine of Charles Becker to get involved, as well as the number 90, or I'm sorry, the number 45 of J.R. Stout. Vogt's still not happy. I think we can all understand as to why. You can see the frustration in his physical attitude. Billy Wormsbecker bringing it in to the pit area. He parks it. He falls out of the 5th spot. Yeah, Vogt's seeing red every time that 75 goes by. Remember I was talking about why I loved infield pit areas? Well, this is another reason as to why. It's unfortunate for Vogt.
Chuck came in the point leader in the series for the modifieds this year. He had his 7-point lead over Mike Kirby, so he's going to increase that lead.
And now he's talking to the officials over here.
Third, he was only 9 points behind Chuck Becker.
I tell you what, it's going to be an interesting podium no matter what, if they stay this way. But if Bach ends up winning, I think the first visitor will be Vogt, as Becker is being towed off. Here, this one, 2 laps to go remaining. 2 Arizona drivers in the top 2. Baca's been on a run this entire race. We're getting the 1 to go. Piker in 3rd from Bakersfield. Niemi in 4th from Santa Maria. And the 77, he started deep in this field. A B-main bomber here. Kenny Kirkpatrick in 5th. All right, here we go. Restart with 2 laps remaining. Green flag is flying. Who's going to win $1,500? Green, white checkered finish. Baca up high. Roth down low. Holds on to the lead, but out of turn number 2, Baca with the run. Let's Roth know he's on a mission. Up high, Baca takes the lead out of turn number 4 from Roth. Bouncing up top, Roth back to the inside. Baca holds on to the lead for the back straightaway, the final lap. Who's going to win $1,500? Baca slips up, Roth down low. Out of turn number 4, it's Baca with the win and $1,500 here from Perris. So Chaz Baca bringing that money and the trophy to Arizona. How about an Arizona top 2 in this one? And you gotta wonder what could have been for Vogt. He's just doing those cables are doing a great job of containing him right now. You can tell.
The second ever win of Perris All Speedway, the highest paying main event ever in the history of the pass.
Vote giving him a congratulation. As Chaz Baca Jr. brings home the win and the money to Arizona. Saturday night from Perris Auto Speedway. Chaz was working his way through the field and ended up getting the win, albeit with some controversy there. But here he is out of the number 75, Chaz Baca Jr., sending it down for the interview.
$50 to win. Main event here at the pass. Ronnie?
So Chaz, we speak again. You had a very fast car and on the rails drove an excellent race.
I didn't want to win it like that. I didn't expect him to go back to the bottom when I came off the floor there, and that was completely my bad. I know he's going to be mad at me, but I'm sorry about that.
But, you know, racing is racing. You can't predict what somebody's going to do. It happens like that. The track changes so much during the race, even during the day, but especially during the race. You were searching high, you were searching low, you run the top, you come back down to the bottom. You know, you want to win, you have to try everything you can, get all the grip you can to get to the front.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing everything right until I did that. Like I said, I can't apologize enough to him. I feel bad. As soon as I did it, I knew I was in the corner too hot because I was expecting him to go back to the top and I was going to charge the bottom again. But I just didn't expect him to go back down to the bottom. So I apologize to him, but I understand he's going to be mad at me.
Yeah, well, you still won the race. You won the big money. You won the trophy. Congratulations, Chaz.
Yeah, thanks. I just got to thank all my sponsors from Arizona, my family, friends, everybody who helps me out. All you fans for sticking out here and enjoying the races. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you see you out next time. Just thank everybody and thank you guys for coming on the show.
Chaz, always a pleasure to watch you race. You always put on a good race. Give it up for Chaz Baca. In the 75 JR, your modified main event winner tonight. In a hurry, not sure what's going on, but I'm sure he'll get there quick. And I'm talking to Ryan Roth right here, second place. Ryan, what a grueling race. How was it behind your steering wheel?
You know, I was just trying to be patient and run my line, and I hate seeing a caution with 2 laps to go. My crew guy down there was telling me I had a big lead, and in 2 laps we get a caution. I was like, oh man. So, you know, it's all about racing, and if anybody was going to beat me here, I wanted to beat Chaz, one of our hometown boys back in Phoenix, and we put on a good show, and I tried my best, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out and watching tonight, and definitely want to thank my wife and my crew chief, and we had a fun time.
You know, Ryan, you guys certainly did put on a very good show, fighting for the lead there, and how often do you race with Chaz?
Chaz and I, he's run all the races in Arizona. I believe he's going to wrap up the Arizona State Championship. 2 years ago, we won the Arizona State Championship. So, you know, it's pretty fun racing with Chaz. We race each other pretty clean, and, you know, that's what it's all about.
Well, you know, Ryan, with you guys having championships, I know that your bar is set very high. You guys put on a great show. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Again, we appreciate everybody coming out, and if you guys get a chance, come on down, take a look at the cars, and have fun.
All right, give it up for Ryan Roth, second place, modifieds tonight. So I finally tracked down John Piker, and this 28 car. And he has a lot of guests down here. A lot of fans come down here and look at your car. How was that race for you, John?
It was good. We were a little too tight to run the top there where we needed to be, and I gave them everything I had on the bottom. It just a little short. A lot of fun. This is the first time we've been here in about 7 years, so we decided to come up. Some of your guys came down and run our track at KCRP Friday night, so we come up to support you guys.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. And you know, the track changes so much throughout the race, especially in a long race like that you have to search for any traction that you can get. We appreciate you coming over here. Are you going to come and visit us again?
Oh, definitely. I'd like to give up a big thanks to a lot of my family are here that live around. I don't get to see them very often. My wife, they travel all over the place. My good friend over here, Joe Yanis from IMCA, they built this car for me. It's an awesome car. It's the only 3-link out here, huh?
All right, well, congratulations on your podium finish. Give it up for Mr. Pike and the 20A. Third place, modifieds tonight.
All right, well, that'll wrap here tonight at Perris Auto Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in and watching and having a good old time here on Low Budget TV. And I believe the next time we'll be live streaming will be at Bakersfield Speedway next Saturday night here on Race FedEx. The only thing that I see, just so you know, for those of you that are like, what happened in that infield? Here's what I know, and I don't know if it started with a fight or anything, but we got the ambulance over and a stretcher behind, it looks like the 47 machine. You can see them assisting somebody. So not too sure if somebody got hurt loading up that car onto the trailer or whatever the case may be. But hopefully everybody turns out okay. And with that, we are done. All done from Perris. Our first time out here. This track is awesome. Can't wait to come back here again. And hopefully we can make the trek out here as well as any track near you. With that, thank you all for tuning in and joining us. Have a good night.